Welcome back, everybody.
Ah, you see?
What?
You almost said ladies and gentlemen.
Can't you say that?
I don't think you're allowed these days.
Well, you could, if you mention them all. It's like LGBTQP
Plus S, Q, Y, Z.
Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, men, women with cocks, boys with Jack and Dannies, gay men,
Straight men?
straight men.
Oh no.
Straight women?
Straight women. And little lesbians. I love that word. A lesbian. It sounds like you're actually... Anyway, that's it. And LGBTQ people.
The non-binary.
And non... What the fuck is non-binary?
And it's made up in it.
And
It's just
And
made up.
no, and pansexual.
What does that mean? You don't want
you
sex?
shag
No,
saucepans.
no.
Put your cock in a kettle. He's pansexual.
Pansexual.
What, you sexual with Pam?
No, pansexual means that you fall in love with people's minds and not their gender.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah, you've heard.
Well, what is it asexual that you don't want sex?
I have
Yes,
to...
but pansexual is that I could fall in love with you, Vicky, or I could fall in love with Jim. And it would
Not
be
for his mind. Well, not for his...
Well, actually, Jim's mind is rather sexy.
Is it?
Yeah, but obviously I've had 4 glasses of champagne, so it'll make me say anything.
Jesus, Dave.
Is there a truth drug in here somewhere?
No.
Shall we talk about something else?
What about these girls' footballs then, the bitches on pitches? What do we think?
That's
Did you watch
horrible.
it? What is-
Bitches on pitches.
That's what they call themselves.
Do they?
I played in the women's golf tournament and they were called Dykes on Spikes. That's it. All these women, all had moustaches, smoked a pipe, read the Anglo Times, flat shoes. No, they were fucking non-Corey people.
No, okay. I didn't...
You've got lesbian friends, haven't you? I've got
Yeah.
lesbian friends. Look at Debbie in accounts.
Deb!
There she is.
She deserved a smack for that.
She just gave me the finger.
She did.
Yeah. She gave me 2 fingers. Yeah. Good God. We're in trouble there when her batteries run
I
out.
didn't watch any of it, I'll be honest. I think it's wonderful what they did. I think it's wonderful and
But there were
very
England
inspirational.
girls on there. There was Scotland playing.
Will
perhaps.
you stop this, man?
Something going on, isn't there?
I didn't watch it either.
No, but I think it's...
I did.
I don't like the
And?
comparison.
I thought they were very good. But
There isn't a comparison, is there?
there shouldn't be
There just
comparison.
isn't.
You know, the little girls, they run round, they try and... A lot of them are, flat shoe wearers. But it's good for them. They like the little passing little bits, but they don't know the game. It's the last ball always fucks them up. They don't have the strength to be proper footballers. Otherwise, they'd play football. The thing is, that little manager woman who used to dress up as a boy to play football, give it some fucking... I'm not saying they're all lesbians, but there's a fucking good chance. If you fell in amongst them, you'd be ignored. And so this woman... they're now saying that she should be the replacement for Gareth Northcock, or whatever his name is, the England manager.
Yeah.
She should be the replacement.
Which I think...
What utter fucking
she's done a
bollocks.
wonderful job, right? We can all agree on that. But then
With
we always
what?
have to
With
go...
what? With what?
She's got to the World Cup final with the women's team. But that's...
It's like saying,
but
I went to the ping pong
I'm agreeing
final.
with you.
Give
I'm
them
agreeing.
fucking how hard fucking ping pong.
Stop.
They're playing
Stop
other
that.
women.
Yes.
But I don't think she should be the England men's football team coach.
No, it's
I
a
think
whole
that's
different.
ludicrous.
It's a whole different ball game. But
But,
it is a whole different ball game.
You can't compare it, and I think that you're not allowed to even criticise it though, because you have to be so careful. It's like, oh, isn't it wonderful?
Sexist.
That's the best game
Well,
you've ever seen.
No, it's
it
not.
wasn't, was it?
fucking
Let's face it,
useless,
it wasn't.
They didn't even swap shirts at the end.
Oh, stop! You're going to
that's
be in
all
trouble
you
for
wanted,
that.
wasn't it?
That's all I
That's
wanted,
the only
yeah.
reason you watched the show.
Well, if you watch them, because it's like watching women's tennis. Who gives a fuck about women's tennis apart from the grunting? And you know that gusset's getting wetter and wetter every set.
You're
Wow.
disgusting. Do you want Vicky and I to exchange shirts?
No,
after the end of the
Debbie,
show?
don't give him shit like that for crying out
Well,
loud.
we won't.
Anyway, so let's talk about the Lionesses. They were quite good.
It was brilliant.
The goalkeeper shouted to 75,000 people, of which there were children in the audience when she saved that penalty, fuck off. And everyone's saying, how wonderful, how it empowers people. So now we can't show them porn, but we can have a fucking goalie, right, shouting fuck off because she saved the penalty. Stevie Wonder could have saved that fucking penalty. Seriously, I could fart fucking footballs in easier than that.
Don't take away their achievement, but
No.
But
No,
I
they
don't think it should
Why
be
is everyone going, and now we've got to give them gongs. Well, they should be awarded.
But why aren't
They
they
were talking about giving us a bank holiday if we'd won, which is a bit mental, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to fucking get a job and go to work that day. I'm going to work for the milkman.
You don't believe in bank holidays, do you?
No.
Every bank holiday.
No,
He's
but
on
I
the
don't-
phone. He doesn't know it's a bank
no,
holiday.
No, but we don't believe in
Hang on a
bank
minute.
holidays.
I have to work
You know, I mean,
24/7
it's
to pay
bank-
your fucking wages, everyone on here.
Exactly.
Having a go at me. I'm the exec prod.
Yes. And as actors always work bank holidays. Always.
Yeah.
I've never had a
This
bank
is show
holiday off.
business.
This is
Imagine that.
Showbiz. Good old screw everyone you know biz. Every favour that you owe biz.
Is there a royalty for this song?
That's really showbiz. Helen Reddy.
Helen Reddy?
Yeah.
Is there a royalty?
Yeah, Helen Reddy did that song. Showbiz. Every favour that you owe biz. Your business manager should know biz. Where did all the money go biz? That's what it's like. You should know that, Jim.
Sean. Roger Kitter, rest his soul.
Rog.
He used to say, hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. He's from North London. And he goes, hello, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Do you remember Dickie Henderson?
Yeah, of course.
Did he give you the good news?
Dickie Henderson's old enough to be my grandfather.
So was I when I gave you the news.
Oh,
Of course, because I'm getting younger and you're getting older.
Of course. That's what it is. I must have something in the attic.
How are people allowed not to be in the dock? When did that happen?
Apparently, that's always been the case.
Has it really?
Yeah. So this is Lucy Letby we're talking about now, right?
Yeah.
So she chose not
That's
to
that
go to a
nurse,
sentence.
yeah, for people that don't...
Well, everybody
So
knows about it.
she's been sentenced. She's been given a whole life order. She chose not to be in the dock, which I would argue is the final
But
insult
I don't remember
to
people
the
like,
the victims'
Rose
families.
West or Myra Hindley or any of those. They always went to the dock.
But it's always been the choice that they don't have to, because and the law is, from what barristers are saying, unless you drag them, manhandle them, kicking and screaming, there isn't really a way of forcing these people to stand and face their sentences.
Okay.
I think they should. My gut feeling says you should fucking drag her screaming.
What's your gut feeling about a life sentence without any hope of parole?
I think I agree with it in the case
Absolutely,
of people like her.
100%.
Okay, have you,
There's
thought
70
of this? Have you thought of this?
Okay.
How safe is warden going to be when he comes in the morning to give her breakfast? If she kills him, sticks a knife in his throat, what are they going to do? Add to her sentence?
No, they can't.
Well, you think about that. What is the deterrent for her to keep murdering people in prison?
Well,
That's
she
all I'm
been
saying.
given
And
42
She
years.
should be locked up. And I don't think she'll survive in prison.
No, I don't.
With them women, some of them women with the tattoos, if they're anything like the ones that walk around Weymouth, fucking hell, she's got no chance in there with
No,
all
but
that
it's because
orange is the new black.
But the awful thing about this, Jim, let's try and be a tiny bit serious, is these
I am
are,
being serious.
These are tiny...
What's to stop her killing someone in prison?
No, but they're grown-up people. They've had a life. She's
Oh, it's
she's
okay
actually...
to murder then.
Yeah. But she's no.
What about the four fucking prison guards?
No, but I'm saying, these are premature babies. I mean, it's
heinous crime.
unthinkable.
No, you're missing my point. If you give her life, there's no deterrent for her to stop killing people in prison.
But she'll be in solitary confinement, and the people that
What she want?
well, the people that are caring for her, looking after her, are experienced and trained, aren't they, to deal with killers? There's murderers, serial killers in prison, whether they've got 42 years or a whole life order. But there has to be an option, surely,
Killer.
for a whole life order.
Killer.
Right. Okay. So when a murderer gets life,
But then you've got no
and they've got-
appeal then, is there?
Well, she can appeal
She
her.
goes-
Not when you're fucking dead on the end of a rope, you can't, can you?
She can appeal a conviction.
I thought this thought was something.
She can appeal a conviction like anybody else that's been sentenced can appeal their conviction.
And I'm sure they will appeal
Sure,
it.
when you see serial killers, murderers, whatever, get given a life sentence, and you know full well it's probably 20 years. That's not enough for these people.
But this isn't 20
It's
years.
no, this is whole life. We've got 70 people in our prisons that have got a whole life order. It's used very sparingly. It's not thrown out all the time, but it's used for very exceptional cases, and I believe this is one of them.
What about the
think-
death penalty?
Ooh, now that's the thing, because you would say for people like that, then she deserves to die. She deserves to die.
What
However,
about someone that kills a policeman?
oh well,
What about someone that kills anybody? Do they deserve to die as well? Is it an
well, I think you've lost. Well, there's an argument for it, right? But then there is a flip side. Only recently, that Andrew Malkinson, who was sentenced he'd been in prison for 13 years for a crime he did not
17
commit.
years.
17.
17
So you
years.
look
He
at
was accused
cases
of
like
rape,
that.
wasn't he? And it's
Yeah.
now been proven.
It wasn't
that-
him.
Well, he's going to go for broke. It's going to cost a few quid.
Yeah.
And he's entitled to every penny. But I mean, if they'd have hung him,
But there
fucked.
were people that were hung that didn't do it. But I mean, it is without reasonable doubt that this girl did these crimes, and there's probably a lot more babies. That
I don't know.
Jim
She's
would
been
say it's not without
convicted,
reasonable
which is
doubt.
good enough. She's been convicted by 12 good men and true.
Yes.
Why does people want to murder? But everyone's trying to work out why she did it. Will we learn from this? We certainly won't learn anything if we kill her, right? But we could try and learn. When I was going visiting life prisoners, and I met some fucking horrendous people. One bloke chopped his wife and kids up with a machete, and I wanted to find out why. Now, if he was dead, you'd never find out why. It might have been something they put in the dinner. You know, it's ridiculous. It might have been something like Gulf War syndrome,
Which is?
organic phosphates. Gulf War syndrome was everyone got ill, everyone did this, and so PTSD made him do this. So let's find out what made this bloke do it. And Goose has got it sussed out, you know, big old Goose. He said there's evil. The fucking devil is working.
A lot of the people you visited, though, had PTSD, didn't they? Because they were war veterans.
No. They didn't. They were just fucking evil.
But I
they
think
murdered someone.
what they've said in a few papers, and I think this is really interesting, and they haven't mentioned this in court, is that she had a relationship with a doctor. And every time that she did this doctor came. And I'm sure, of course, it's all to do with a bloody man again.
There is
she
a
wanted
psychopathic element.
Hang on, we're not finished yet. So she wanted him
His
to
attention
come,
and him to be there.
and he was always there.
There is
It's all your fault.
There is an argument that
I
people
want
are
you to
saying
come,
about
so I'm
that.
going to kill some babies.
Well,
Yes.
she was but obviously she's
No,
obviously
it's not guilt.
psychotic.
Yes,
She's obviously a psychopath.
it was the attention that he gave her.
But I mean, you look at her, and it's still
Has
you
anyone
can't.
asked her why she did? Now she's done.
She's got
Sit down and say,
psychiatrists.
look, come on, why did you do it?
But she's still
Tell us why
denying it,
you
isn't
did
she?
that, and
Denying
go
it.
through
She's still
this and we'll
denying
give you
it.
3 or 4 years
She's
off.
denying it.
Well, anyway, I think she should be banged up forever, but steps should be taken to make sure that there is something else that could happen to this evil girl who has been found guilty by a jury. We're not sentencing her here. We just can't do a programme about the news without talking about it. But all I'm saying is you need to protect the staff in the prison where that girl is. Okay, let's start to wind things up. Sorry, folks, you know, if that has upset anybody, but I hope you got my point, that giving someone life, there's no deterrent for them to just keep killing everyone that is around them. What they're going to get. They say this in America. He's been given 20 life sentences.
What does that mean?
It means they're American or off their fucking heads. Talking of Americans, do you know what?
What?
Word has got around that I'm getting divorced.
No.
I don't know how that got out.
Well, I mention it
Did you?
occasionally. I'm an open book. And it's got to America.
And?
Britney Spears is getting...
She's getting divorced, obviously, to be with you.
Yeah. Liz
Well, if
Hurley's
you-
going to go fucking mad.
Did you mention Liz again?
Liz, no, not
Liz.
Cundy. Liz Hurley.
Liz
Liz
Hurley.
Hurley, not Liz Cundy. No, so Liz Hurley is my dream
Sorry.
girl, obviously, and but Britney Spears looks a bit bonkers, doesn't she? And she does remind me a little bit of the first girl I give the good news to. I won't tell you her name, but my mate Lenny says once you dish it out for the first time, your dick gets bigger. So I got off the bus.
It didn't work, did it?
No, I'm still looking.
Yeah.
I have to meet her again. It's
Yeah.
like fucking Aladdin's lamp. So Brittany, my darling, you don't know me. Hi.
Brittany.
I'm Jim Davidson.
Brittany.
And these are...
I
I'm
reckon-
trying to propose here.
I reckon she'd take you at the moment because she looks in a
Mad.
bad state.
And with those kind words ringing in the ears of the soon-to-be sacked creche, thank you for coming to another Jim's Sunday sandwich, and God help me all. So it's good night from Vicky Nash.
Bye.
And goodbye from the adorable Debbie Arnold.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, I've got a Woody.
Oh, God.
Oh, look at them.
Right, straw, like a child.
We've shared a bit of bodily fluid. I am being nice to you.
I want to go home now.